Hi everyone, it's me, Aaron, Chief Executive Officer, founder of 28 Games. Also like to call myself the Senior Marketing Director of Grand Theft Auto 6, which is the reboot, the whole thing that we're seeing right here. I'm back into my normal spot here, so you're not just seeing my Easter Island head. I hope everyone's doing well, getting along, doing the best that you can, getting through tough times, whatever you gotta do. Like I usually say, I like to say the time when I do these videos, so it's 12:15 right now. Got my mother to work safely. She's hanging in there. She's just doing, what she's got to do. You might recall one of my journal entries because I do the journal entries every single day. It's just journaling about my life and everything that's going on. Essentially, just bringing you a real life game. To be honest with you, if you haven't figured that out, that's what this all is. This GTA 6. I just thought I'd mention a few things. A few nights ago, actually Friday night after we went grocery shopping, me and my mother, as we usually do. She more or less had a little bit of an episode that was I don't want to say disturbing, but that worried me quite significantly. Right now we're having a debt crisis, as you know, with real-time resolutions. They're a debt agency out of Texas trying to kick us out of our house because $74,000. She's trying to work something out. She's trying to talk to a legal aid company here out of my state to work out a plan there to see if they can basically take the case and pay it off, which would be the best thing for her, because she's shouldering it, and she's shouldered this for a long time. But speaking to this past Friday, that's one of the reasons why she did what she did. But we were putting the groceries away, and I heard a loud thump upstairs. And if you read my journal entries and listen to watch my vlogs, my mother has basically type 1 bipolar with psychosis features, very psychosis that can be very severe, very bad, take her out of her element. And then she has times where she can have blackout rage and destructibility and all that. Well, on Friday night, she kind of basically had that. I went upstairs to my sister's room. I was going to put something away. I went to investigate the sound that I heard, which was a very loud thump, like one or two thumps. So I go into my sister's bedroom, which is the first room, turn off your left when you go up our staircase to our second floor. My sister's room is there. I turn around, turn the corner, and I look in there, and I notice something's up. I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. She said something to the effect of, the picture broke. The picture broke, and I knew right away it was a bunch of bull because she'd done this before. I know she's gotten into rage and basically said that a picture broke. Oh, it fell. No, it didn't fall. It didn't break because blunt force is required to make glass shatter, because there was glass shattered all over the place. And her right hand, was completely bloody. She was bleeding, outright bleeding. Because what she did, out of a moment of rage, a fit of rage, she punched the portrait in my sister's room. There's a portrait in there, my father and my sister, and she punched it. It wasn't a big frame. It was like a small one, like that size there. She punched it. Glass went all over the place. There wasn't a lot of glass, but glass is glass. And I'm just totally in shock. I'm like totally like, what the hell just happened? Your hand is right here. It's sitting. I'm looking at you. You're bleeding, and you're sitting here and just lying to me over and over again, saying she's fine. By the way, she's fine right now, but still, the point. This is a whole sporadic thing. Her hand was completely bloody. I went into our bathroom, which is across from my sister's room. There were 3 drops of blood, 2 on the wall, 1 on the tank of our toilet. I didn't actually see her bloodied hand first. I saw the drops of blood, in the bathroom, and I knew something was up. I knew there was a red flag. I've been there, done this before. It's nothing new. My journal entries, I've said this is nothing new. She's done this before, and she has done this before. It's no lie. So I saw the blood, and I put two and two together, went in there, and sure enough, I look at her hand. She's just in there, kind of just giving up, saying, I'm done, I'm giving up, I hope we lose the house. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you're in a weak moment. You're going through psychosis right now. You're pissed off because of the debt situation and the fact that Matt, he's a guy that, through my mother's church, he's a financial advisor. My mother reached out to them. Him and his wife went over, had dinner at their house a few nights prior to Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, one of those days. And Mom worked out, was saying, turn to Matt to look for some help. Matt gave her the straight facts, saying, look, basically, either rent out a room in your in your house, basically to get some money to pay off because there's a payment plan that the real-time resolutions, the debt collector, wanted to do to work out to start getting the payments in, and Mom, excuse me, Mom to start paying this money back. So the terms of that temporary payment agreement was a down payment of $4,900, $110 every month first year, then reverting back to the original terms of the second mortgage that my father took out back in 2006 when his father died. He was in dire straits. The second year, $221 a month. So $110 to start for 1 year on the payment plan, and then reverting back to the original terms, which would call for $221 a month. So my mother was trying to find a way to get out of that, see if Matt would help. And basically Matt kind of gave her a reality check and the straight facts. She didn't like that. There was one night where she was waiting for his call. Because we do table talk, we do dinner. I sit down, she sits down, we talk about the day. I was waiting for her to come back down. I had her supper prepared. It was like I usually do. She came down all face flushed, like she just straight up out of the Windy City. And she was just hurling insults at our family lawyer and his wife, and just spitting. I was saying shooting bullets, shooting blanks, all over the place, totally up in arms. I'm like, okay, you gotta calm down. This isn't gonna help. And she couldn't calm down. It runs in her side of the family. She's got a lot of mental health problems going on, really bad anxiety, post-traumatic stress, from, when did she get her PTSD? Well, throughout her life, honestly. I have more PTSD because I watched my father die. So, if there's anyone that should be going nuts, it's me. Surprisingly, I'm not. I've taken no medication. I've had no therapy. I'm doing this life cold. But, going back to Matt, Matt told her straight up what their options are. Her third option was to call a legal aid, basically a group of lawyers here, attorneys, that refer cases to our housing authority, for mortgage problems, debt, everything like that, which we did last year, because we were going to lose this house. Shell Point Mortgage Servicing was our debt collector turned mortgage company, paid off $26,000 in debt. House was good. Fast forward to this year, another debt crisis. Principal of the mortgage, the second mortgage was $44,000. It ballooned to $74,000 because it didn't get paid on. Interest accrues over time. With that payment was going to be $221 a month. It was never paid on. We got the statements. I knew this. My father knew this. My mother knew. They just blew it off. Worst thing you can do is blow off your problems in GTA 6. Okay, Grand Theft Auto 6, the real game here. It's the worst thing you can do. It doesn't help. I was looking to see. I heard some beeping out there. I was wondering what it was. So, she tried. So, as it stands right now, she's trying to contact legal, something legal. It's a zip code to our. That's part of the company's a zip code to our state. So, something legal. And she can't do that today. She's very, very busy, and she's got a lot on her plate. She's basically just living life. She's living my father's life. She, here's the thing. She's not operating on the same wavelength as other people. She lives in a fantasy world. She talks to herself. She's way too dependent on God and all that. Okay, and I know preachers, churchgoers aren't as religious as my mother is. She is absolutely religious to the letter. Okay, she thinks that God is going to solve all her problems, which you just can't. Okay, You can't live in a fantasy world, and you can't live on prayer all your life and think that that's going to solve your problems, because it's not. Okay? So that's a number of things. Number of things I want to talk about here. That's that. That's what's going on with her. She's at work. She's good. She's fine. All that. Okay? We're going to talk about the contract thing. Okay? Regardless of anything. What's been said, the contract, just anything involving this. Okay? This should have never happened. Okay? It's partly my fault, but it's also the higher ups of a company that are all involved in this. Okay? All involved in this, drew this up, and basically they thought that they were going to kind of get away with it. They thought I was just going to look at it and say, oh, blow it off. And say, oh, I'm going to move on. What I did was I took that and created a GTA 6 game out of that. That's the point, okay? If you want to talk about the real GTA 6 storyline, a bunch of higher-ups at a major company, game company, conjure up a huge, elaborate scam, okay, to scam someone who's vulnerable, take advantage of someone who's had a whole bunch of crap happen, losing his father, mother's psychosis, sister going to guardianship. Because of that, one thing leading to another, having this blow up into something huge, and then having to play damage control because this is a real game, the person who was scammed is putting all that in the face of everyone else in reality, in the public domain, and making that GTA 6. And that is exactly what's happened here. Okay? As I've said before, and I'll say it again and again and time again, be careful what you say and do in a real game, because it just might be a headline. Okay? I've noticed in the past few days that, there's no activity on my YouTube. I feel like people are giving me the cold shoulder. I feel like it's just Church of GTA on there, just saying, look, you got a job and all that. Well, guess what, sir? Okay? I'm not going to keep rehashing this over and over and over again because I'm sick and tired of doing it. Okay? The bottom line is I know who or the number of people who did it. I know their names. Okay? And it's corporate too that's also involved in all of this. And the bottom line is when all this is said and done, I want something out of this. I should just say, give me that money. Okay? I shouldn't say, please, anything like that. Okay? Because this has gone far enough. It's 2025. I'm not even joking with you. Okay? This is no joke. This has gone on for such a long time. It's affected me. I'm not washing my hands with it. I'm not necessarily saying I'm getting over it, not getting over it. I'm just kind of somewhere in between. Okay? It's just really wishy-washy. At this point in time, I have earned a lot of money, not just for me, okay, not just to flaunt it, but to help my mother in this very, very trying time situation where she is trying to get peace, but she keeps getting these freaking, all this crap in her head, which is psychosis, by the way. Bottom line, that's psychosis. It is not talking to God. Talking to voices is mental illness, psychiatric conditions. Okay, anyone can argue it. You can argue it all day long for the rest of the year. Voices in your head is mental illness, and there's a mental health crisis in this country, okay? But yeah, now I just lost my train of thought. But basically, I want something out of this after this is all done. All this is said and done. I shouldn't have to be working hard, doing all this when I already earned it. When you put my name is on a contract, okay? It doesn't matter if it's fake. You drew it up. I don't know exactly who you are, but I have a pretty good idea. General idea of what company you're from, and I could say that company right now if you want me to say it. But then if I say that company, I'm going to lose more subscribers. I lost one, got one back. I'm at 311. The last few days, there's been nothing going on. I've seen all the stuff that I'm doing is GTA 6. It's a real game. Okay? It's crazy and convoluted, whatever. It's a real game. I just took this thing and turned it into a big game. Okay? Because I am trying to help myself out and my family. Bottom line, I'm saying this right now, so I'm not saying this at night where I look, drunk and dead tired and all that. I don't drink. But I'm saying it right now where, it looks like you can take me seriously because, I'm not half asleep. This isn't a joke. Okay? It's not a joke. It's a joke on your part, and you want me to be a part of the joke while you guys sit there and laugh, and okay, it's funny. It was funny to start with, but it really isn't. So that's that. Let me address something else. Okay, so now there's a new rumor in April that there's going to be a trailer 2 in April. Grand Theft GTA 5 o'clock. You know, the guys, Tim Weaver, Dan Dawkins, I forgot who the other guy was, but Weaver took over for him. Now they're saying this whole thing where, you know, there's going to be a trailer, there's a tip-off, and now that's triggered a whole bunch of, you know, trailer 2 promos. It's the same exact goddamn thing every single month, every single year with this concept, okay? People need to jump on board with what I'm doing, Grand Theft Auto 6, okay? And quite frankly, just stop being naive so Rockstar can pay me, okay? And we can get this over with. Because I have a feeling that is exactly what we're waiting to do. Because there's no way I'm going to believe, I'm looking at the terms of that contract, okay, fake or not. For someone to write up all that stuff, to say I've been a valuable asset to a company, and to say, you know, 0.5%, you know, off of GTA Online updates, you would have to be a major, and excuse my language, okay? I don't like talking like this, but I gotta get it out. You have to be one of the biggest assholes on the face of the country, in the world, to do that to someone, and then try to wash your hands with it. That's terrible. Terrible. Doesn't matter anyone. And there'd be people much worse than me, okay, who would hunt you down and probably try and take you out if you did this to them. The bottom line is, the higher-ups are my mother's age, okay? And you're caught. Okay? The jig is up, and it's been up. That's probably why I don't have a lot of people looking at my stuff, because it's like, damn, he knows. This guy's no joke. We tried to play a little elaborate joke on him, and it backfired and failed, and it's right in our faces now. Okay? I mean, you could say this is kind of like what the Florida Joker's doing, but the big difference is I'm not a criminal. I didn't kill someone back in Daytona. Run someone over with a car, or point a gun at someone. Okay? So Rockstar Games. Straight up. You can go ahead and pay Lauren Sullivan, a.k.a. the Florida Joker, $20 million, which he hasn't earned. Okay? Or you can pay me because you wrote my name down on a contract. Okay? You wrote my name down on a contract. If you did not write my name down on a contract, I would have no grounds to be speaking how I am. But I do have the grounds because you took my mother's money in this deposit, $1,868.55. We've heard this over and over and over again. Over and over. The buck's got to stop. Alright? And it's up to you guys to get out of your own way, or maybe I won't be as harsh as that, and to reveal the secret. You've got the Discord. Go on there and say to the public, this concept is fake. Mr. 28, you've done really that, helped us out. We want to say thank you to him, and as reward and as a thank you, we are paying him with the profits of Grand Theft Auto 6. $6 million is the budget for Grand Theft Auto 6. The $10 million would come out, theoretically, from that. Okay? We know Church GTA is going to... I know what he's doing. I know this guy sitting here, he says, I look at your stuff every... I know you do. I know you do. I know it's you. And I know you're behind it too. Okay? You're a CEO with millions of dollars. You giving someone like me, who really needs it, a check, mailing a check, which companies do all the time, is not going to break your bank. It's not going to break your back. And it's not going to ruin you. It's not even going to put a dent. Are you kidding me? You got enough money to pay for all the problems in the country. Okay? And that's the problem with rich people like you. You don't want to help. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, through all of this, I don't care what it is. All the things that I've said about freaking T-Bot, whatever. At the end of the day, I deserve something out of this. And I'm going to make sure I get it. And I started playing the lottery, Lucky for Life, last night. Because, you know, I got to do something. A measly little 9-to-5 job isn't enough, in my volition, for the help that we need. And you know what? It's not for anyone else either. Because people can work can work 3, 4, 5 jobs, and it still ain't enough. It's still not enough. Because our freaking government sucks, okay? And they're not doing their job, and the economy also sucks, and we're footing the bill. There are so many people out there that are struggling, but, church, okay? Some people are struggling more than others. We are not all going through equivocally the same thing. Get that through your head. Get that through your head. So anything that you see pertaining to this concept is totally fake. Pseudo. Fake. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a theory. I'm just going along with it. Okay? I'm just going along with it. What Project Vice says on... It was probably the same person I'm thinking it is. On Instagram, X, Twitter. All that is going to happen is month after month, these rumors are just going to keep popping up over and over again. Everyone's going to play along with it, right? Everyone plays along with it. The FTEs play along with it. And then you contact IGN, you got a story. You got a story, now you throw it out there. That's your marketing for GTA 6. All this is a part of GTA 6. What the Grand Theft Auto 5 o'clock guys have said is a scene in Grand Theft Auto 6. The real game, okay? That's 4K, 8K, offline experience, online experience, contains VR. It is for every platform, okay? PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox S and X, Switch 2 when it comes out, phone, mobile, anything that has a Wi-Fi signal, okay? That is all the game. This is all the game. As I've said before, maybe it's wrong. You guys at Rockstar got something for me you don't want to tell me. You just want to keep lying to me. Because it's a part of the game. So me paying that money and church saying all this stuff about, I went along with it. Okay, you didn't scam me, but you did for the sake of it being in the game. You did, it's a scam, it's the end of the world, whatever. I'm an actor. Okay? This is all part of the game. So me swearing up a store, which I don't like doing, it's all part of the game. The real game. Here. Around us. Right now. In this plane. Okay? Right here. It's live. The camera's rolling. It don't stop. It won't stop. It won't stop. The world's going to keep turning. We are all assets. We are all in game. Right here and right now. No one's going to watch this video because it's too long, or I don't know. I don't know why people are ignoring me. I don't like it, but it's not... I'm not in a bad mood, so, I'm not going to harp on it. At the end of the day, I do deserve something out of this. I've done so much. Okay? You made me turn this craziness into the story for GTA 6, and that's the point. That's the story, okay? A company conjures up an elaborate scam and takes advantage of someone who has had a major crisis, losing his father, his family goes down the toilet, okay? Things happen left and right. This guy reaches out, no one helps him, no one did enough. He thinks that a major company is going to come through and help him. Bam! They scam him. But in the end, here's the plot twist. You listening? They actually do help him in the end. That is the story for Grand Theft Auto 6. In Grand Theft Auto 6, the reboot is about a concept, Grand Theft Auto 6, about Jason and Lucia, Vice City, Leonetta, whatever, okay, going to jail, all Bonnie and Clyde, whatever. The real game is right here. The sooner that you, watching, understand that, the sooner you can free yourself of this craziness. This is Len LFC, a very respected member of the forums. Grand Theft Auto Forum said, don't try and guess it. You'll drive yourself nuts. And I promise you, you will. Don't think of a date. Screenshots. Rockstar is an unpredictable company. okay? And they are masterminds, big time. You will never find out who is behind it. Trust me, you will never find out. I've been doing this since 2018, since I started talking with the first contact, okay? But realistically, I've been doing this since 2016. But I started really getting in contact with people April 2nd, 2018. You will never, ever, ever find out the masterminds behind this. They are very good at what they do. They're a game company. And by the way, if any of you are thinking of asking help from a game company, make sure it's not their creative department. Because all they are going to do is conjure up story after story after story after story after story because they're good at it, and that's their job, and that is GTA 6. Because that's what a GTA game is. Conjuring up stories that are fake. But based on real life things. And that's what I've done here. If this video, which I think I've explained very coherently, I'm not stammering all over the place. I'm getting everything out that I like to, which is good. Good for me, because I'm still working on myself, trying to be more concise. Pardon me. If this doesn't get the point to you, absolutely nothing will. Okay? Nothing will. We are a real life game. And this is a part of it. Thing is about what I'm doing, whether it be the journal entries or these blogs. Right now it may seem irrelevant. You want to ignore it. Screw this guy, he's full of shit. As time goes on, it will make sense. You will start to see that it becomes a part of history, a trail, and you start to see the magic behind all this, that this here will be a moment in Grand Theft Auto 6 timeline. This moment right here, the moment right you're doing, will be a moment in Grand Theft Auto 6 timeline. Okay? Everything you're doing right now is in game. And I wish you all the best of luck with your story and your journeys. And I hope that you're motivated by me, Aaron, founder and CEO of 28 Games, with the tagline of crazy ambitious and cleverly historic. Because it actually means more than you might think it does. All the crazy journaling is me writing my in-game story, which I've done now for a year, which is pretty damn impressive. I've been doing this since I got the Toyota Scion last year, April 26th, 2024. I've created a GTA 6. I've done creative. I've done a little bit of voice acting. I've kind of done a little bit of, and I've done a little bit of animation, which, it's kind of not the greatest, but I've done a little bit of Rockstar's job. And if I'm the higher-ups, beyond the fact that I've screwed someone over, I'm pretty impressed. If I'm Sam Hauser, Dan Hauser, Leslie Benzies, or even Strauss himself, Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Take-Two. If I'm any of these people, I'm pretty damn impressed about one person has done. Kind of a mastermind, despite everything he's gone through in his personal life, wanting to kill himself many, many times, getting screamed at, dealing with stress, back and forth, and trying his damnedest to pull off the biggest thing, okay? Along with one of the most well-respected game development companies within the industry in Rockstar Games, Inc. If that doesn't make the point, nothing will. But there's millions of people out there, not everyone's going to catch this. If you do catch my drift, thank you. If you don't, read up on Project Alive, which is the code name for Grand Theft Auto 6. Even though I haven't gotten to that, this is a real game. Right now. 12:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at least, on March the 10th, 2024. A real game. What you say, what you do, how you act will affect you. Your in-game stories. This is gameplay right now. This is the animation, okay? A movement like this, it's all real. It's all real. This is a real game. I'm just saying this over and over again, just to make this clear. There is no Grand Theft Auto 6 in the key of Rockstar, but there is in the key of us. We're all making this game together, and I'm trying to get paid for that. And I think I should, because I think I've done a lot. If you disagree, you're charged of GTA and anyone else. You know, I know what he's going to say. You're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. With all due respect, BS. I've helped so much. You don't even have to do an elaborate campaign with this. Okay? I know what I've done. Plus my backstory. I know it's set on a contract. You wrote the contract. You said I did all these things. So follow through. Makes sense to me. It's got to come from Take-Two. Follow through and don't screw yourself. Don't do something like this, man. Don't try to conjure up something elaborate like this and think that someone is just going to throw it, you know, just going to forget about it. You know, not with me. Nope. Not with me. And I don't have a choice. I'm trying to make money, a lot of money, quick. So my mother can live a life where she can have peace and she can have less of psychosis because her psychosis is triggered by anxiety. I know it because I've been around her 24/7. This isn't just for me. This is for her. Just imagine if she could get all this debt crap, house paid off, everything like that. I shouldn't have to go out and bust my balls and do all that when I've already busted my balls with this whole GTA 6 thing. Plus helping out Benzies, putting my bumper sticker on my car, which I paid with my own money, and got that car repoed. The car that was repoed still has those bumper stickers on it. So more than likely, that's advertising too. Just so we're clear. Okay? I've done more than just the advertising here. This is all advertising. So you take that as it is. Okay, and my name is Aaron. I am Chief Executive Officer and founder of 28 Games. I'm always going to be. I like that company, you know. As far as the GoFundMe is concerned, no one's going to buy into that. And you know that. Okay? You're making more work for me. I don't appreciate it. But hey, it's a real world. I know how nasty it is. Because my last few years have been as nasty as... been nasty. But I appreciate those of you who are on board with this, who continue to watch my stuff. This probably won't get any views automatically. Because people are giving me the cold shoulder and I don't know why. It's really immature when you think about it, don't you think? Are you trying to hide? Are you trying to hide the fact that, you know, you're higher ups of a huge company and are doing this to me? Because I'm not afraid of you or Strauss, because I don't have to be, because I know that both you and Strauss gotta have some type of respect for me for doing something like this that's very ballsy and very bold, okay? Regardless of what the Florida Joker has done. All he's doing, he's from Florida, right? What he's doing is just advertising the fact that that's where the game's supposed to be, in Florida, okay? And by the way, this guy probably has a lot of money anyway, because I've seen, you know, the stuff that he's done, you know, putting sets together and stuff like that. He ain't broke. He don't need money. I do. And I'm fighting for it every single day. Everybody who's watching this right now, remember me by name, Aaron, Chief Executive Officer, founder of 28 Games, busting his ass to try and get payment from one of the most well-respected organizations in the industry, in Rockstar Games, Inc. Remember that. I hope you do. I hope you have a great day. And I'll be back with plenty more of this real-life game. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Stay in the fight. Hug your loved ones. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.